that is how to make a really good egg and bacon or bacon and egg pie. This is my version of the Kiwi Classic. Hi guys, how you all doing? Welcome to Backyard Chef. I'm Rick. Today, egg and bacon or bacon and egg pie. Now this is a Kiwi Classic, and there are many variations of this actually, and I'm going to show you my variation on this Kiwi Classic egg and bacon or bacon and egg pie. This is fantastic to eat as whilst it's warm. You eat with baked beans, whatever, or a salad, you know, but it's fantastic for picnics. Let's show you how to do it. Come on. Okay, like we say, you know, in the introduction, there's so many ways to make this Kiwi Classic, but this is my way. Now, you know, various recipes, you know, they put the raw egg in, they put raw bacon in, but I like to cook the bacon first, which gets rid of some of the fluid in the bacon, and we don't put too much fluid in our pie. Also, it gives a better flavor because the bacon has already been crisped up or cooked in a pan. However, before we get to the bacon, what we need to do in my recipe, we need to cook some onions. So in a pan, as always, butter, flame on, in with the onions. Get the onions in, start softening them down. Now you can put garlic, you can put anything in there, you know, it's entirely up to you. You know, like I say, there's many variations, but I'm going to use this as like a picnic pie or a supper pie, and having that little bit of onion in there and cooked bacon gives it a better flavour. While that's cooking away in there, we can actually slice through our bacon. Now this is very straightforward. All we're going to do is chunk up our bacon, you know. We don't need it really fine, but we want bacon chunks in there, you know, when we're actually cooking. So all it is straight through. Now I'm using streaky end. I like the streaky end. You know, I think there's more flavour. But you know, you can use whatever bacon you want. So you can see where I'm dicing it like that. Nice and easy. So that's our bacon diced up. Just have to put that to one side whilst we cook our onions. Now cook your onions any which way you want. I want that little bit of a golden brown on there. I don't want them black. I just want that little bit of a golden brown, which puts that added flavour inside my pie. Okay, that's our onions done. We want to take those out of there. Right, same pan guys. In with our bacon. Now we're not adding any oil, simply because the amount of fat that's going to come out of this bacon is going to be enough. Now, like I say, there's many variations, you know. Some people just put raw bacon in and let it cook in the oven, you know, but I like that flavour in there. It's more intense and it puts that really delicious bacon flavour through the bacon and egg pie. And that's what it's all about. Bacon and egg. As you can see in there guys, there's quite a lot of fat come out of this bacon. You know, we'd have had all that in the pie if we'd have put it in there. We don't need that. We want the flavour and we don't want all that. Look at that. Flame off. All we need to do is take our bacon out of there. Put it in a tub. Now that is a ridiculous amount of bacon fat. You know, you can cook with that. If you want to save it, cool it down, put it in the fridge. Don't pinch the bacon. Oh. Now it's nice to have a little bit of greenery in your pie, you know, and this is parsley. It's Italian parsley actually, but that doesn't matter, any parsley. And all we want is we want to run a knife through it and get some small pieces. So we're just going to mince it all up with a knife, nice and steady. Now, if you haven't got fresh parsley, dried parsley, don't worry about it. That'll do. Okay, for our pastry, I'll put a link up there and then you can make this pastry. Bit of flour on the board. Take our pastry. A little bit of flour over there, a little bit of flour on our pin, and we want to roll it out. Okay, I've got this 7-inch cake tin here, and I'm going to put this pastry in there, but I want a bit of an overhang at the top. So pick up our pastry. And dump it on our tin. So let's fold it down there. Push it right in, nice and steady, fold it down right to the bottom. Oh, fantastic. That's right in at the bottom. I can feel it in there with my fingers. That is really nice. That's a good job. Okay, leave that little bit of a lip on there. Now, I want a little bit of a lip on here, guys. So what we're going to do, we're going to take this knife. So take your knife, nice and steady, round your pie. Save the pastry for later, and where we've squashed it just now with our thumbs, just push it back up. Okay, with this one, what we need to do is take a fork and just put a few little holes in the bottom. Now, don't worry about anything coming out, but we need that egg to cook up from the bottom, you know. Right, I've got a bowl here, guys, and what we're going to do, we're going to crack in about, oh, I don't know. Let's have a look, because these are quite reasonable size eggs, actually. Now, if the egg bursts, so be it. It doesn't matter, you know. So we got 3. We do 6 eggs. That'll do. Now we are going to put this straight in our tin. We're going to actually just pop these eggs. Now you don't have to. It's entirely up to you. You can leave them in there, but you're going to end up with solid pieces of yolk. If that's what you want, that's fine. And then that's it. In there. Done. And then what we're doing, guys, we're going in with our filling. Chuck our onions in there. Now, you don't have to be so careful. We just want to get it in. And we want our bacon in there. Now, I like making real bacon and egg pies. I'm not one of these that makes half a job. I don't see the point in it. Okay. A nice little pinch of salt in there. And a good old pinch of black pepper. So this is the only way we're going to season our pie. And we want to go in with our parsley. Get our parsley in there. And then what we want to do, we need to take some more egg. So crack in some more eggs. And then all we're going to do is the same, guys. Nice little prick in there like that. Nice whiz round. Finished. Over the top. Now what we need to do now is put a pastry top on. Now what I am doing today, I'm using puff pastry, and we're going to stick it to our pastry. So we'll just put that to one side. Now I'm using shop bought puff pastry. So a little bit of flour on our board. So that's our puff pastry. We just need to roll it out. We're cracking another egg for egg wash. So just give that a little bit of a beating. And then what we want to do is a little bit of egg wash around our pastry. Now do not put it on too much. So get your puff pastry and over the top. Now we want the puff pastry loosely settled on the pie inside. And I mean loosely settled. Don't push it down. Just put it in a little bit. And the reason for that is the pie is going to lift. Okay? So all we need to do is crimp up our pie edge. And then waste not, want not. We're not going to waste that puff pastry. Now I'm going to leave that overhang on there so it grips a little bit as it rises in the oven, and then we can trim round it when we take it out. Then all we need to do is a little vent holes. That will suffice, and all we need now is a little bit of our egg wash on there with a bigger brush, because that brush is useless. So on we go. Egg wash up our puff pastry. Guys, in the oven 370, 190 for about 40-45 minutes. Okay. Okay folks, that is our pie made. Now it's absolutely boiling, as we know, but what I'll do, when it cools down a little bit, we'll just take off and neaten off the edges with a knife, and then we'll take it out and then we'll cut a slice. That looks fantastic. Got a nice puff pastry top on there. Now that is what I call a pie. Oh, that is fantastic. We've got that nice flaky top and then into our pastry. That is absolutely fantastic. I love this, guys. You know, you've got all your layers of egg and bacon in there, bit of parsley, a little bit of seasoning. In fact, it's actually perfectly seasoned. It tastes fantastic. You got your egg in there, you've got that little bit of puff pastry on the top, and you've got our rich short crust pastry. That is how to make a really good egg and bacon or bacon and egg pie. This is my version of the Kiwi Classic. If you like what we're doing, don't forget to smash that like and subscribe. Catch you in the next video.